What does brokering out loans even really mean? I'm getting that question, and I'm getting it from people who have known me to work mainly for retail lenders. They also have known that I have brokered out loans as a side service for my retail lender. And so I did have a couple of extra possibilities if we couldn't approve the loan. And what I mean by that is, as a retail lender, they come up with certain guidelines. They may say the credit score must be 620 or better, or the veteran must have 2 months in reserves after the loan closes. They need to have savings. These are called overlays, and every lender has different overlays for all kinds of programs, not just VA. What happens with VA, though, is the Veterans Administration didn't want to make their guidelines too specific. Their goal is to help veterans own homes and finance homes. And so they put it on the lenders to make good decisions, to make prudent decisions. And I have in writing, even from one of them, that I've been told by various VA personnel over the years, that they purposely did that because they want us as lenders to present our case for why we feel this veteran should qualify for a home loan. And what they basically said is, unless they find us to be completely off base and putting the veteran in a bad space, they're going to listen to our decision and they're going to back us up on it. What happens now, because I'm a broker, is I am not that final decision maker anymore. Because I was a VA underwriter approved by VA to underwrite and approve appraisals as well as the credit file, I have all the knowledge on what goes on in the background. I feel very comfortable calling VA in various regions and talking to them if I need to. But that's kind of what makes me different from a lot of brokers. By being a broker, I know that one lender I go to may have the best rate ever for a veteran, and they're going to be very picky. They're going to maybe have a really restrictive credit score, like it must be 680 or something. But if everything's going right for that veteran on credit, then I'm going to get them the best rate in that way. Another one of my investors is just specializes in lower FICO scores, 580 for a FICO score. As long as we have a reasonable explanation about, what happened. Is this a pattern of problems or was it an extenuating circumstance? Some lenders just give you a lot more room than others. Right now, I'm looking at about maybe 20 lenders that I could broker to that are VA financing somewhat experts. I would say that some of these companies have old school underwriters like me, and they really know it inside and out, and they know VA is going to be open minded. If they can support their decision, they can call VA and say, this is what I want to do. It feels a little risky, but I feel like I'm making the right decision for the veteran. And VA will back them up. VA will even send emails out on that particular VA case number. They want to help the veteran. And anybody in this business who's been around for a long time, you can tell very quickly who is experienced, who wants to help the veteran, and who knows how to help the veteran, which is very, very, very important. You may love the veterans, but if you don't have the background and you don't know how to do it, it's not going to work out for you or your veteran. So that's all I really wanted to say is just know the difference. Brokering out means I have choices. And even though I have 20 lenders maybe that offer VA financing, I have about six that have the best rates, or they have the best underwriters, or they have great rates and great VA underwriters, or they specialize in single close construction loans for veterans, or maybe they just offer rehabilitation loans for veterans for doing some sort of work around the house, doing some improvements. A contractor has to be involved. There's just all sorts of options out there. So being a broker is very exciting for me. and I get to see all the different guidelines and compare it out. A veteran can tell me anything, and I can figure out the best option for them. And so I just wanted to share that with you today. It's really an exciting time for veterans, especially when you're working with somebody like me that can really figure out the best way to go. So that's all I had to say. Thanks for listening.